Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sheila and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this very beautiful floral crop top. I've seen this on maybe Instagram, I've seen some on Pinterest, and I wanted to bring my own touch to it and show you how to make it. The major thing about this top is I'm going to be teaching you how to join granny squares in a very simple way. It's really beginner friendly if you follow along closely. You'll learn so many things from this pattern. It really needs patience, as you can see, as like so many things going on with the top, but I'm sure anyone can make this top with this tutorial. I'll be mentioning the points where to enlarge when it comes to bigger sizes within the video. And yeah, let's get started. This is how the back looks like, and this is the front. So let's get into the tutorial. For this tutorial, you'll need a total of 4 colors. Let me give you a sample. I have this color. I have this color, this color, this color, and the boundary color. So choose your colors. I don't know what colors you would like to use. And then for this tutorial, I'll be using Robin yarn. This is 100% acrylic. And most of the people have been asking me why I double my yarn. I always have to explain this. I double it because it's really thin for the hook that I use. This is a 3.75, so I have to double it to get something close to a medium weight yarn. So let's get started. We're going to start in the center. We're going to make something like this. So you're going to make a slip knot. Oh, I forgot. I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook, which is an F hook. So you can use 3.75 or a 4 millimeter hook. So you're going to chain 5. Those are your 5 chains, and you're going to slip stitch in the very first chain that you made. This will form a ring here, and now you're going to chain 3 and then place a total of 11 more double crochets in that same circle. So this counts as 1, sorry, not 11, 15 more to make a total of 16. So 1, 2, 3, that counts as 1 chain. So we are placing a total of 15 more double crochets in that circle. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you're seeing you're running out of space, you're going to push this backwards. So that's 13, 14, and 15. So after your 15, make sure you have a total of 16, including this very first chain. So count and make sure there are 16 double crochets. And then now you're going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3. Make a slip stitch. And then you're going to cut your yarn. So we are done with our very first color. Cut your yarn. Sorry, I forgot to chain 1 at the end. Make sure you chain 1 so that it becomes tight and can't do itself. So this is my very first color. So for round 2, I'm going to get my red yarn. Still in the same brand. Make sure you use the same brand. So round 2, you're going to attach your yarn in that very first stitch where you made the slip stitch. Attach your red yarn there where you made the slip stitch, and then you're going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to make puff stitches. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and yarn over, insert your hook, and pull up a loop. So that's a total of 3 times, and then pull through all. That's your puff stitch. Then you're going to chain 1, and then do the same for the next stitch. The next stitch is here. Hope you can see it. It's here. So make sure you don't skip it. So insert your hook, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, and pull up a loop. That's a total of 3 times. Yarn over and pull through all. So we're going to repeat this for the whole round. So chain 1 and puff stitch in this one. 1, 2, and 3, and then pull through all. Then chain 1 and go all the way around with that same exact repeat. So you should have a total of 16 puff stitches, since our very first round had a total of 16 double crochets. So every double crochet will get a puff stitch, and then a chain 1 in between each and every puff stitch. Make sure you don't skip any stitch. We are working the puff stitch in each and every stitch from the previous row. So when you get here, we've worked our very last puff stitch in the last stitch. You're going to slip stitch on top of the very first puff stitch. Find the top of the puff stitch and then you slip stitch there, and then you chain 1 and cut your yarn, pull through. So that's the end of our second round. This is how it looks like. Now for round 3, we are going to use color black. So get whatever color you've chosen for your third color. Mine is black. So you're going to make a slip knot, then attach it in any of the chain 1 spaces. So we've been doing chain 1 spaces in between each and every puff stitch. You're going to get 1 and then attach your black yarn there. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to be like you're making a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. And now we are going to yarn over and pull through all. That's what you're going to do, and then you're going to chain 2. So this one differs from all the rest because this one had a chain 3 at the beginning. But now this one that I'm going to show you is what you're going to repeat for the rest of the row. So after your chain 2, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a total of 4 times, but we are having 5 loops on our hook. Once you get 5, you're going to yarn over and pull through all. Then you chain 2. So I'm going to show you one more time. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So right now we have 4 loops on our hook. We are looking for 5, so we are going to do it one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So we should be having 5 loops on our hook, and then yarn over, pull through all, and then you chain 2. So we are going to repeat this process all the way around for our 3rd round. So go ahead and do the same exact thing. The only way you know that you're done is when you have 5 loops on your hook. So don't forget to always chain 2 in between. So I'm coming to my very last one, so I'll chain 2 and do my last one in this last chain 1 space. And now after this, I'm going to chain 2 and then slip stitch on top of the very first cluster. So that will be the end of my third round. So this is what you should have. You're going to go ahead and make 5 more of these. Right now I have 1. You're going to go ahead and make a total of 5. You can decide to make them identical or switch up the colors. I don't know how you want to change it. So you should have a total of 6 of them. This is how they look like. Don't mind these loose ends. We shall weave them in later. So right now I've placed them the way we want them to be. So we are going to our 4th color, and I want it to be a bright color. I think I'll be using white so that you can see exactly how I join the grannies. This tutorial is going to show you how you can join granny squares easily. So we are going to get our very first one. So let's put away this. After making all the 6 pieces, you should have a total of 6 pieces. So get your 4th color. Mine will be white. Okay, so you're going to attach it in any of the chain 2 spaces. There are those chain 2 spaces in between every cluster. You're going to just get 1 space and attach your 4th color. And now you're going to make a chain of 4. Then you're going to make a treble crochet. So for a treble, you'll yarn over twice and then insert your hook, pull through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's a treble crochet. Then you'll go in with another treble crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So this will count as 3 trebles. Even the chain 4 will count as a treble crochet. Now you're going to chain 3 and then place 3 more trebles inside that space. So this is the first one, and now place 2 more treble crochets. This is what we have. So we've created our very first corner. This 4th round changes the circle to a square. So after this, you're going to go into the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochets. And now go into the next chain 2 space with 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. And then the next space will get 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then the next space is going to be getting a corner like this one. So 3 treble crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and then 3 more treble crochets, all in the same space. So we've created our second corner. This was the first corner, this is the second corner. So go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Then the next space we'll get 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3. The next space we'll get 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. And then the next space we'll get 3 trebles, chain 3 and 3 trebles, because now we've reached the corner. So we are working on our third corner. Then chain 3 and 3 more trebles in that very space. So this is what you should have. Then you're going to go into the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochets. Go into the next space with 3 half double crochets. Go into the next space with 3 double crochets. And then the next space we'll get the corner, so 3 treble crochets, chain 3 and 3 more treble crochets all in one space. So these are my 3 treble crochets. I'm going to chain 3 and then place 3 more in that very space. And now, right now, we are going to go into the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochets. Go into the next space with 3 half double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and then go into the last space. This is the very last space, you can see that. And now you're going to go there with 3 doubles, 3 double crochets. And once you're done with that, you're going to go on top of the first chain 4 and then you slip stitch in the 4th chain. That's how to wrap up your row. Chain 1 and then you cut your yarn. So you can see we've turned the circle, because this is what we had before. We've turned that circle into a square. So this is our very first square. This is the one that's going to go up on the chest, the upper one. So they're going to be 2 alongside this and then 3 at the base. So I hope you can see that. So you get the arrangement. If you want to make it bigger, you can go like 1, 2 for the next step, 3 for the next step, then 4 for the larger sizes. But this can easily fit from a small to medium, but I'll be showing you how you can switch it up to larger sizes even when you're using only 6 of these. So let's go ahead and work on this second stage. So remove these, because right now we only need 2 of them, but 1 for now. We are placing 1 here and 1 here. So grab your yarn, attach your yarn in any of the chain 2 spaces like we did for the first one. You're going to chain 4, because this is a corner. We first create the corner. Then 3 treble crochets. So the chain 4 acts as 1 treble. So we are going to place 2 more treble crochets to make a total of 3. So these are our 3 treble crochets. And now we are going to chain 2 not 3 this time. We are chaining 2 because we are joining it to this one. So you're going to get the corner of the other piece and go into that corner and pull through this loop. We are directly joining as we work on the second gurney. So we've joined that, then chain 1. So remember we had chained 2. Now the chain 1, that counts as 3 chains in between. Then go into the very same space with 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So you can see how that has joined. So you're going to pull out your hook and then place it into the next, after these trebles on this side, there's that space before the doubles. Then you pull through that loop and then go directly into the next space here and place a total of 3 double crochets. So we are literally doing the same thing. The only difference is we are joining it to another granny square. So after your 3 double crochets, remove your hook, go after the 3 double crochets, there's that space in between before you start the half doubles, and pull through this. And then you make 3 half doubles in the next chain 2 space. Then pull up, remove your hook, go into the next space here, pull through this loop and place 3 doubles in the next space. 1, 2, and 3. So after this, pull up, remove your hook, go here after the doubles and pull through that loop. Now you're going to treble crochet in the next space because those are the next stitches. So treble, that's 1, 2, and 3. That's what you have. And now you're going to chain 2, remove your hook, go into this space and pull this loop through and chain the 3rd, and then make a total of 3 more treble crochets in that same space. That's what you should have. So this is what we have right now. You can see we have joined while working on this circle. So after this, after the trebles, go into the next space with 3 doubles. We are going to do the same exact thing. So trebles, doubles, half doubles, doubles, then a corner. So this is double, then 3 half doubles, then doubles, 3 double crochets, then 3 trebles in the next chain 2 space. That's 1, 2, 3, then chain 3, and then 3 more trebles in this same chain, in the same space, sorry. This is the second treble, and then this is the 3rd. So we are creating another corner. So go into the next space with 3 double crochets. Then in the next space we'll get 3 half double crochets. Then next space we'll get 3 double crochets. Then the next space we'll get 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3 and 3 more treble crochets. And now the next space is going to be getting 3 double crochets. Then the next space will get 3 half double crochets. Then the very last space will be getting 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And now from here you're going to count to the 4th chain on top of the first chain 4, and you're going to slip stitch there and then make chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this is how you join granny squares without having to first do all the squares, then you go back on it while sewing in the middle. So this is what we have right now. So you're going to grab your next circle and turn it into a square. So you can see our work has started working out. So after we do our 3rd circle, you'll see how that goes. You'll see how the top will be looking like. So you're going to get your next circle and do the same exact thing. The only difference is now we are attaching here. That's the only place that we are going to attach. So attach your yarn here in any of the chain 2 spaces. You're going to chain 4 just like these other 2, how we started the 2. Then you make 2 more trebles in that same space, since the chain 4 counts as a stitch. So this is a total of 3 trebles. Then you're going to chain 2, and now that we are joining here, you're going to consider this side. Because I'm right-handed, that means I'm going to be coming from this side to this side. If you're left-handed, you may consider this corner because you're going to be working while going up. But since I'm right-handed, I'll consider this corner because I'm going to be attaching this side to this side. So attach here, and then you're going to chain the last chain, which is the chain 3, because these are 2 and then this is the 3rd after attaching. Then go into the same space with a treble crochet and then 2 more treble crochets. Then remove your hook, go into this space after the trebles and pull your yarn through, and then go into the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochets. Then remove your hook, go into this space and pull your loop through, and then you're going to go into the next space with 3 half double crochets. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull this loop through, go into the next space with 3 double crochets. This is 1, 2, and 3. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull this loop through, and now you're going to go into the next space with 3 trebles. This is 1, this is the 2nd, and this is the 3rd loop. Now you're going to chain 2 and then remove your hook. This is another corner. So for this, I'm going to consider down here because it's the exact middle of this and this. You're going to go into that loop and pull this through and then chain the 3rd chain, since we already had 2 chains. Now you're going to go into the same space with 3 treble crochets. So at this point we are done attaching the side that we wanted to attach. You're going to just go ahead and finish up this side. I hope you can see that. So we're going to just go to this side. Sorry, I had to get a pen. The only thing you have to remember is it's first the trebles, then doubles, then half doubles, then doubles, then trebles. That's what you have to remember. Once you do the trebles, that means the next space will get 3 doubles, then the next space will get 3 half doubles, then the next space will get 3 doubles, then trebles. And remember, the part that gets the trebles, these are always the corners. So you'll do 3 trebles, chain 3, and 3 trebles in the same exact space. So keep that in mind. So after these trebles, as I told you, that means the next space is going to get 3 doubles, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. So after the double crochets, we go on 2 half double crochets. So you'll go to the next space with 3 half double crochets. Then after the half double crochets, we go back to double crochets. So the next space will get 3 double crochets. And then the last space will get trebles, which is the corner. So place 3 treble crochets, 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 3, and then 3 more trebles in the same space. So whenever you get to a point where you're working 3 treble crochets, that's always a corner. You just know you're going to work 3, chain 3, and 3 more. So after the trebles, we go back to doubles. So 3 double crochets in this next space, then 3 half double crochets in the next space, and then 3 double crochets in the next space. And now we are back to the trebles, so we are creating another corner. So 3 treble crochets in the next space, and then chain 3 and place 3 more trebles in that very space. 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to go into this space, the next space, with 3 double crochets, then go into the next space with 3 half double crochets, and then the very last space will get 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. And now you're going to count to the top of the chain 4 and then make a slip stitch there, and then chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this marks the end of our 3rd granny square. So we are literally done with 3. So you can see that. So for the next level, you'll have your 3 circles placed somewhere around there. So we are done with level 2. So level 3, this is level 1 gets 1, then level 2 gets 2, then level 3 will get 3 circles. So let's go ahead and attach. Let me work with this middle one and I show you what to do. So the first one we are going to work on when it comes to level 3 is this exact middle one. That means we are going to attach this side and also this side at the same time while working on this box, on this circle, to turn it into a box, into a square. So remove these. So grab your yarn, so since I'm right-handed, I'll be starting from this one, moving into this side, and then finishing up the granny square. So I'll attach my yarn somewhere around here, anywhere, any chain to space. Attach your white yarn or your 4th yarn, whatever color you've chosen. So chain 4 and then place 2 more trebles in that space. So that counts as 3 trebles. Then you're going to chain 2 and then remove your hook, attach it to the corner of this one, and then chain 1 more. That means it's a total of 3 chains, and then place 3 more trebles in this same space. 1, 2, and 3. So we are literally doing the same exact thing, just that here we are attaching 2 sides. So if you understood how to attach this side, then it should be a walkover for you. So after this, remove your hook, go into the next space, pull through your loop, and now go into the next space with 3 double crochets. Remove your hook, go into the next space, which is this one, pull through this loop and go into that next space with 3. Remove your hook, go into the next space, which is this one, pull through the loop and go into the next space with 3 double crochets. So we are still following the same exact thing. So after the double crochets, you remove your hook, go into the next space, which is this one, and then pull through the loop. And now we are going to go into the next space with 3 treble crochets. This is 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to chain 2 and then get the exact middle of this. The exact middle of this is somewhere around here. This. So you're going to go into that and then pull through this loop and then chain the 3rd chain. And then go into the same exact space with 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So you can see we've attached the first side. The first side is done, so we are attaching this side too. So go ahead and do the same exact thing. So after this, after the trebles, remove your hook, go into the next space, which is this one. After the trebles, pull through this loop and go into the next space here with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I'm running out of yarn, so okay, let's go ahead. After the 3 double crochets, you're going to remove your hook, go into the next space here and pull through that loop, and go into the next space with 3 half double crochets. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull through this loop, and go into the next space with 3 double crochets. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull through that loop, and then go into the next space with 3 treble crochets. This is 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to chain 2, and then remove your hook, go into this space in the middle, pull through this, chain 1 more, and then place 3 more treble crochets in this space. Then 3 double crochets. You're going to go ahead and just finish up everything. 3 double crochets, 3 half double crochets, 3 double crochets in the next space. Then now we are creating another corner, so 3 treble crochets, chain 3, and 3 more treble crochets. Then I'll go into this next chain with 3 double crochets. Then the next space will get 3 half double crochets, and then the last space will get 3 double crochets. And then you will go on top of the chain 4 and make a slip stitch like we've been doing for all the previous grannies. So chain 1 and cut your yarn. So we have almost like a perfect square right now, but we know our top is placed like this because we still have to attach this and this. So I'm going to go ahead to show you how to attach this one, then you'll go ahead and work on this one. So you're going to grab your yarn, attach it to any chain 2 space, chain 4, and then place 2 more treble crochets in that same space, chain 2. Now we are going to attach to this one only, this one eliminate it, only this. So go ahead and attach. I hope by now you've understood how to go about it. So I'm going to just be showing you how to do this part. I hope you've understood the method of attaching from these other grannies. So you can just follow along. So the exact middle of this is somewhere around here, in the middle of this. So that's where we're going to attach the corner. Then chain one more, and then go ahead to finish up this granny square. This is done. So the only thing left is just to go around it and finish it up, because we are done with the part that we had to attach. Okay, so I went ahead to finish up this side. So you can see 3, and then 2, and then this one will be the only one left to be attached. And we're going to be attaching it to this very side of this granny square. So grab your yarn. I'll do it on screen so that you see exactly how I'm attaching. So chain 4, plus 3 more trebles, sorry, 2 more trebles for a total of 3 trebles. So these are 3, and then chain 2, attach it to the exact middle. So the exact middle of this is somewhere around here, there. So you're going to put your hook through the exact middle of the 2, and then you pull through this loop, and you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to place 3 more trebles, just the same thing that we've been doing all along. Trebles, doubles, half doubles, doubles, trebles. So the most important thing is knowing where you're going to attach your yarn, where you're going to attach the next granny square, so that you're never confused, because you may end up attaching it here, yet that's not where you meant to attach it. So just be careful to keep track of where to attach the next granny square. So at this point we are done attaching our very last, the 6th granny square where it should be. So we are just going around to finish it up, but we are done attaching it. So you can see how our work is looking like. These are very vibrant colors. I like the look. So you may consider maybe using contrasting colors so that it looks more dramatic, or if you like cool colors, then you go in for that. But I'm sure so many color combinations would work for this top. So go ahead to and finish this last granny square, and I'll see you when we have everything ready. I'm going to go around off camera and I get back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I went ahead to do this granny square and finished it up. So this is how your work should look like. This is the very top of our top, and this is the very bottom. So if you would like to go lower than this, you can as well do some more rows, but I would like to stop here for my top. I want it to be cropped. So you can go on and do some more granny squares if you want the length to go down. So I'm going to be showing you something else that you can do, something else to do, and this is to fill in the gaps down here. So we are going to be working some half squares to fill in these gaps so that we have a straight top at the bottom. So you're going to put away this. I'm going to be showing you how to make this half square. So we also start on it like a circle, and we turn it into a square eventually. So you're going to grab your first color. This is here for reference. You're going to grab your first color and then make a chain of 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and then you slip stitch in the very first chain. Make a slip stitch. Then you're going to make 3 chains. That counts as 1 double crochet. And now you're going to place a total of 8 more double crochets. So we want a total of 9 double crochets. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So including the chain 3, you should have a total of 9 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. Then go to color 2. So for our second color, we are still going to make clusters. Puff stitches, like what we were doing for the full granny squares. So you're going to attach your yarn where you left off this. So in the very first stitch here, you're going to attach your red, and then you're going to chain a total of 4, and then you make a puff stitch in that very stitch, that very first stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, then pull through all and chain 1. Then do it again 3 times. So we're going to do this until the end of our row because we are no longer working in rounds. So after chain 1, then do another puff stitch, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, pull through all, 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 chain 1. And now for the very last one, you're going to place it in this space because it may be hard for you to place it inside this chain 3. So you're going to just go into the space and do the last puff stitch in there, pull through all, and then chain 2, and then do the last double crochet here. That's what you should have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have a total of 9 puff stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 puff stitches, and then the stitches on the edges. So you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. And then you go to your third color, which is black for my top. Grab your black. Now you're going to attach it in this space after this last stitch. Attach it there, and you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yarn over, insert your hook in the next space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, insert in the next space, in the same space, sorry, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are doing the same exact stitch that we were doing for the granny squares. So when you have 5 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all. Then you're going to chain 2, and then do the same exact thing for the rest of the row. So when you have your 5 loops, yarn over, pull through all. Then chain 2. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this row. So you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 clusters at this level. You need a total of 8, And then after this, you're going to chain 2 and then go into the very last space here with a double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. So we've created a semicircle. So you're going to go ahead, okay, if you have the same exact top as mine, you're going to go ahead and do 4 of those, 4 of these half circles, because we have to place 2, 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here at the edge, and then another one here. So go ahead and do 4 of them, or whichever number that you need to fill in the gaps, because of course if you made some more granny squares for your top before this stage, that means you'll need more of these. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my 4th color and then start attaching these half circles onto the top. So I'm going to grab my white and then let me put away this. I'm going to start with this one, then I go to this one, then finish up. Okay, so you're going to attach your yarn in this space in between the cluster and the stitch. So attach your yarn there. Then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are going to attach, because now we are attaching to this side. You're going to attach this to this, that very corner, then chain 1, and then do 3 trebles in that very space. So after doing your 3 trebles, you're going to remove your hook. Since we are attaching, you're going to do the same exact thing that we've been doing while attaching. Then go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull through, and then go into the next space with 3 half double crochets. Remove your hook, go into the next space, pull through this loop, go into the next space with 3 double crochets, like that. So remove your hook, pull through that loop in the next space, and then you're going to place 3 trebles in the next space, 1, 2, and 3. Remove chain 2, remove your hook, go into this space and pull this loop through and chain the 3rd chain, and then go into that same exact space with 3 trebles. Like that. Then you're going to finish up your row. So the next space will get 3 doubles. The next space will get 3 half doubles. The next space will get 3 doubles. and then the very last space here we'll get 3 trebles, and then chain 2, and then you're going to place 1 more treble in that very last stitch, and then you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. I'm going to show you how that looks like, because we are now filling in the gaps. So you can see we've attached our half circle to this. So our next half circle is going to have to fit in between here. So go ahead and attach your white yarn, just like we did for the first half circle. So in this very first space in between the stitch and the cluster, attach like that. Then you're going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, attach it to this corner. Since I'm right-handed, I'll be working like this. If you're left-handed, you attach to this one and move towards this side, I think. But since I'm right-handed, I'll start from this side while moving to this side. So attach to this corner here, and then make 3 more trebles in that very space. 1 2 and 3. Remove your hook, attach it to the other side, pull through, then 3 double crochets in the next space, remove your hook, attach it to the other side in the next space, then 3 half double crochets in the next space, like that. Then remove your hook, attach it to the next space, then 3 double crochets in the next space, remove your hook, attach it to the next space, then do 3 treble crochets in the next space. This is 1 2 and 3. Now you're going to chain 2 and then attach it in the exact middle stitch of these. So the exact middle of this is this. So we're going to pull through that loop and then chain 1 more, and then place 3 more trebles in this same exact space. This is 1 2 and 3. So now we are going to be attaching this other side. This is done, so we are going to be attaching this side. So remove your hook and attach it to the next space here, and then pull through that loop, go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3. Remove your hook, attach it to the next space, and then 3 half double crochets in the next space, 1 2 3. Remove your hook, attach it to the next space, and then 3 double crochets in the next space. Remove your hook, attach to the next space, and now we are going to do 3 trebles in this very last space. This is 1 2 and 3. Those are 3 trebles. And now you're going to chain 2, attach it to the exact middle of these stitches, and then make 1 more treble in that very space. So 1 treble crochet, and then you're going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. So that's the end of this. We're going to go ahead and attach the same exact way we've done here for the next one here, and then attach our very last one like the way we did here on this last one. So go ahead and do that. Feel free to rewind the video, and keep in mind where you're going to attach your square so that you don't mess things up. So go ahead and do this part and then also this, and I'll see you when we are done with everything, and then we start building on the top. Okay, so right now I've done all the parts that I need. I've attached all the half circles and put them where they need to be. Now the only thing left is we're not going to have this as a pointed part. We need to shape it into a halter top, sort of, to have more coverage on the sides. So decide which colors you want on the sides. I'm still going to be using white because I want it to be the dominant color. Then all these colors, just a touch of them. So you're going to grab your white yarn or whatever color that you need. You're going to attach it in this top corner at the very top of your granny square top. Attach it there. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to be working 3 double crochets in every after 3 stitches. So in every space you'll be working 3 doubles. So those are my 3 double crochets. Go into the next space with 3 double crochets. Go into the next space with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Go into the next space with 3 doubles. So for this whole row we are going to just be doing groups of 3 double crochets in each and every space. And when you reach this point where the 2 grannies meet, you place 1 double crochet here in this first space, the second double crochet in between the 2 grannies, and then the third one on the other side. So that's how it will look like. So go ahead and place 3 doubles in each and every space. Sorry. So we're back at that point where the 2 granny squares meet. So you'll put 1 double crochet on this side, then the second double crochet in between the 2 granny squares, and then the third one on the other side. Then go ahead okay. So this is how your work should look like right now. this is another point where the two granny squares meet. So one on this side, the second one in the middle of the two grannies, and the third one on the other side. Then continue to place 3 double crochets in each and every space. So we are almost coming to the end. So I'll place my 3 double crochets, and now we are left with only one space. We are going to go into it with only 1 double crochet. In that last space, 1 double crochet, then you're going to chain 3 and turn your work to the other side, and then you're going to skip all this and go into this space with 3 double crochets. So go into the next space with 3 double crochets, and that's all we are going to do for this row. And when you get here, you're going to just skip over these 3 and then go into the next space with 3 double crochets. So that's how your work should look like. So these extra rows give more coverage for our top so that we don't have side boob effects. So you've noticed for a normal granny square, we work like 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. But in this case, for this top, we don't chain in between the 3 double crochets. We just do 3 double crochets and then skip, and then go to the next space with 3 double crochets. So this is all we're going to do. Let me try to make it quick so that I show you what to do at the end. So after these 3 double crochets, we have only this left. You're going to go into that space with 1 double crochet. That's all, and then you turn your work. And now we're going to do our final row. For our final row, we're going to chain 3 and then skip all this and then go into this space with 3 double crochets. And I'm going to be showing you the effect it has created. It's making the top flat, but at the same time creating for us loops where to put the strap. So we are leveling this upwards. We are no longer going wider. We are going upwards, and at the same time we are flattening the top. So this will be my final row. This is for size small to medium, but if you are a bigger size, then I would advise you to do some more rows. for this side extension. You can do like five rows. Depends on the coverage you want to achieve. So this can work as a very beautiful festival top. It's really colorful and fun since it has variety of colors. So you can actually decide to bring back some of these colors in the middle onto the edge. I didn't want to do that because it becomes too colorful. So I decided to do my edges plain with only the background color, which is white, for my top. So when you finish this, you're going to just go into the very last space with a double crochet just to wrap it up. So you can see we've created loops for our straps actually. So this will be enough for me. 3 rows are enough for me. I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So chain 1, cut your yarn. I don't think this top needs an edging because it already has so much going on, so I won't be putting an edging for it. Then I'm going to go to this side and do the same exact thing, and I'll see you when I have this side done. Then we shall be attaching straps and everything. Okay, so right now I've gone ahead to do the same exact thing that we did on this side, and I've done it on this side. A total of 3 rows that we did on this side, 3 extra rows because we did this, this, and this. Now I went ahead to do this, this, and this because we already had a white row on the edging of the granny squares. So at this moment, I didn't break off my yarn because I ended on the upper side of my top. So I'm going to do long straps. I want them to be a bit strong, so I'll chain 3 and then double crochet down into that space, then chain 3, double crochet in that space. So keep doing that for a total of around, I think I'm going to do around 50. So this is just the 4th. So go ahead and do very long straps, around 45 to 50 times, and also do the same for this point because these are the straps that are going to the back. So go ahead and do 50 of them. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and do 50 of them. So right now I've gone ahead to do my 50, and the straps are very strong. So you're going to place your work like this, the right side facing up, and we're going to do just one more row of a uniform color at the base. So go ahead and attach your yarn in this corner, chain 1, single crochet in that very space, and then chain 3 and double crochet 3 times in that same space, then single crochet in the next space, chain 3 and double crochet 3 more times. So that's all we are going to do all the way across. Single crochet in the next space, chain 3 and double crochet 3 more times in that same space. So this is going to just help us to have a uniform color at the base, so that we don't have 4 different colors at the base. Go ahead working this. I guess this is prettier than having it remaining like this. So go ahead and finish up your row, and I'll see you, and I'll show you how to place the straps at the back of the top. Okay, so here we are done with the bottom row of white. I think this is better to have one color instead of so many colors at the base. So you're going to place your work like this. This is the front side facing up. So you're going to turn around and get your straps. Get the one on this side to come to the opposite side into that loop, that very first loop that we created while doing the extensions, and then bring this side to the opposite side and put it through this first loop up. Okay, so now we are going to bring this side to this side at the bottom loop, and then bring this one to the bottom loop of this side. And that's basically it. We've come to the end of our video. So we shall have an X at the back, and then the straps will tie down here. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you've learned a lot from it. If you have learned something, or if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. This top is really beautiful and can go to any festival, any carnival, festival, beach, or anything that you would like. And it's really favoring because you can choose your best colors that can go with so many outfits. That's what you should use, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for the love and for the feedback about the previous videos. Make sure to subscribe. Have a nice time. Bye.